Alright, hey, what's up, boys? I'm happy to tell you that Warmane is actually falling off. Take a look at these numbers. You can see it in Stormwind too. When you're in Stormwind, it's really fucking dead. It's like it's 8:19 server time. It's like about 8 in the morning, sure. So it's a little early, but I remember when I had first started on this realm, it would be like at least tens of thousands of people. This is how dead Stormwind is in the morning. This is usually how dead it is before the GMs wake up and turn on the bots. But most of the time, the GMs just turn on bots that AFK in Stormwind, and you can see that they're away, and they move every so often to remove the AFK status so they don't get kicked off the server. You see like this guy right here, away. But this is just an actual AFK, right? But they turn on a lot of bots to make it seem much more than it is, and this is just a sad reality. As Warmane's dying, these players, like there's barely anyone on. I mean, I still I got all this gold, this gear, all of this cool shit. I mean, I even got Thunder Fury. It is what it is though. Like, I mean, I grinded just like you. I put in all that effort trying to gear up and get it as strong as possible so I can progress max and whatnot. But it's just Warman's just fallen off. Their population is low. You can't get dungeon groups. You can't get raids going. Like, I mean, you try doing a pug at any time, even even at peak hours, and there's just not enough people to do raids at peak hours. Like, you try to do a Zul'Gurub or an On Crush 20 man, and it just doesn't work. Let me show you. Let me show you from the website, even with the fake numbers that they provide. Jesus, look at this. 1730, 1900 on Lordaeron. Oh my god. And I tell you, Lordaeron's a dead realm. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, that's not a lie. Even Ice Crown, like their biggest server, is only at half capacity. And this is 3 days before Whitemane launches Frostmourne. Like, I think the players on Warmane are figuring it out. I think they're moving over to Whitemane. I think this is just a fact. Here, let me enlarge in this. First, let me log in first. All right. So this is the test realm. Nobody's gonna be online, but let me show you guys something. Like this realm is gonna overtake. Oh wow, there's still a good bit of players in test realm online. It's like 8 in the morning. Everybody would be logging in, having their coffee, playing on the actual realm. I guarantee you guys, if you hop over to Whitemane and you go to Maelstrom, the Cataclysm server, you'll see tons of people. But right here, you can see all the BOEs and stuff. There are really cool legendaries. Like, look at this Sun Loot of the Phoenix King, bro. Look at this. This is like, oh man. And then the bow. All of these achievements go away when you log in, but take a look at this. On hit grants an extra attack on your next swing. Use it. Bust out a face melter. It does a ton of damage. Thoradel gives you free arrows. Oh, that's cool. Yup, look at this. Ooh, double swing, baby. You see that? Just like twice. Honestly, like I'm hyped for this server. I know it's really early, but I wanted to point out how dead Anixia is getting, how dead Lordaeron's getting. Like you could barely even play on Ice Crown anymore. Like I mean, like the raids are still happening on Ice Crown. It's still a big server, but it's nowhere near the size that it once was. So I'm just saying, like I need to make this video so you guys could see that Warmane is dying. The numbers when they're given true before the bots get turned on, uh, the numbers are quite accurate. Server's a lot more dead than you would think. There's a lot of people always AFK and Stormwind and stuff, but the people actually on the server, people actually playing the game, there's not as many people as you would think. And I mean, sure, there's some people that still need to log in. It's still early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but once it hits 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, those numbers they go up a little bit. So you'll see going from here. Let me pull back up the Warmane numbers, right? So you'll go from like 1,700. The real number is roughly around like a good 4,000, 4,000 max, and like the real number I would say is probably a good 3,300, 3,400, which I mean by all means it's not the smallest server in the world, but it's not the biggest server. Like these numbers are definitely not accurate when it's during prime time, because you could just see just how many bots are on, and then they do these bot wave bans, because when you're seeing all these bots, you get encouraged to do botting. But if it's not an authorized bot by Warmane, if Warmane isn't running the bot themselves, they will ban that bot. But they do, by all means, they run their own bots. They run a lot of their own bots, and those bots provide service to the rest of the realm. So there's actual like bots farming and producing stuff so you can get consumables and stuff for raids. This is another service from Warman that is provided, because if they didn't provide bots, then people would have to farm for themselves, and they would quit the server because nobody has time to do the farming and stuff on an old content game. Or at least that's the mentality of Warman on why they do the botting. So all in all, I am getting tired of this realm. I will be moving over to Whitemane when it drops. I won't be completely quitting because Anixia is a vanilla server, and I will be progressing through TVC and vanilla until a better option comes. But I might consider promoting that dead server that my friend T-Blow plays on. He plays on, I think it's called Everlook or something, and I will tell you guys about this server when I get to learn more about it. But it's essentially a TBC server with Wrath of the Lich King talents, and it's a really nice server that T-Blow plays on. So when I learn a bit more, I'll tell you guys a bit more about it, and maybe you guys can move over with me, so we don't have to continue playing on this shithole of a server called Warmane. Because honestly, the only reason people play on this server is because they're told that this is the biggest private server. But as you can clearly see, they've fallen off before the GMs could update this list. Uh, this is the actual number list before they could turn on their bots. So you take it with a grain of salt. Maybe you maybe you think that more players just are gonna log in later. Maybe you think more players exist on the server, and I mean, I guarantee you a lot, like a good bit more players do exist, but nowhere near 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 players exist on Anixia or Lordaeron or any of these realms that Warmane advertises. Like, they definitely hyperinflate the numbers, and I've been saying it for years that they inflate the numbers, but like, you guys just don't believe me on how bad they inflate it. They make a fake queue on Ice Crown just so you have to pay money to skip the queue because it's their biggest server, and even then it's really not that great of a server. And not only that, but like one of the biggest problems is due to the pay to win cash shop. the pay to win cash shop changes the environment of the server to a pay to win mentality, where the more gear you have, the better of a person player you are. When in reality, it just causes people to circumvent gameplay and skill and improvement with gear. Like, oh, if we have better gear, the fight will take less long. We'll kill the boss quicker, and then that will make it where we're less likely to wipe. You know, even if this guy has absolutely no clue what he's doing, as long as he's high gear, we can take him. And that's a mentality that people go with when they're pugging and making their own random pickup groups and stuff. Anyways, I'm still gonna play on Whitemane. I think this is a far better server. I'm excited about these new legendaries. I'm gonna log out right here, and then I'm going to show you the mage before I completely end the video, so you guys can get an idea behind all the other stuff. Sorry, I'm messing with my mic a little. Okay, so take a look at this. I have Atish. I have just a whole bunch of basic greens and blues. But like legendaries like this are cool. You see right here. Gather them around. Cone of Cold. Hit them with a deep freeze. Crossbolt. Crossbolt. Hit a molten armor. So I can crit again. Booyah. Hit him with it. Boom. 6k crits. I don't have half the stuff that I have turned on. Oh, there you go. That was AoE looting, I believe. Let's see if I can trigger that again. I'm gonna kill multiple mobs over here. Oh man, I need to zoom out. Yeah, like I know, guys. It's gonna suck moving over to a new server, having to level up a bit. The XP rates are high. The XP rates are high. There's gonna be the ability to transfer over your add-ons and everything. It's gonna be a little bit sucky, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be well worth it. Not only that, before we end this video, I want to show you how you can quickly move over to this new server. Dang, these mobs, they have a lot of health. Don't these mobs have like 10k health on Warmane? That's ridiculous. These mobs have like 20k health here. Just goes to show you that Warmane didn't get it right. But that could also be my bad memory. And I could be thinking of the Crusaders, the Paladin zombie mobs over here. Alright, so let me find in the files where you can see the realm list. Mm, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. Let me see. All right. So let me. I don't want to mess this up at all. So I need to make a new source, and I need to capture the right window. All right. Let's make that the full screen so you guys can see this. Right. Okay. So you're gonna go into your Warmane folder, right? We're gonna go into data, then NUS, then we're going to go down to realm list. You see this? All right. Now you should be able to see the notepad in a second. So I'll do another window capture for that. Okay. So you can see it now, right here. You see the Warmane wet realm list? You just go into this and you change this to this, right? So swap this out and make that into this, and you'll be able to log on to the white main server, right? So that's how you get onto white main instead of Warmane, and you can quickly switch over without a problem. So that's the easiest and quickest way of swapping over from Warmane to white main. And then, yes, you're going to need to make an account. You just go to the white main website and make an account. It's easy. You just go over here. I'll show you on Firefox in a second. So we just go up here, log in. That's my information. I'm not going to do it, but right here you go to log in. Don't have a player ID? Create one. Uh, I'm not a robot. Cool. And then you sign up. You just put your information, you sign up, and it's as easy as that. And then you can log in and start playing on white main. You can leave war main right now and go over to white main. And oh my god, I gotta show you, bro. Look at the bottom of this. Right there. The bottom. Do you see this? Can you guys see this? Like, look at this number. They have 272,401 players. How many people have they had play in the last 2 weeks, though? Almost 25,000 people playing in the last 2 weeks, or last week, actually. Within the last week, they've had 25,000 people. Like, if they're faking their numbers, they're faking their numbers as hard as Warmane is because like the server's numbers are quite high. Like I played on the Maelstrom server, I played on the Deathwing server, man. Like they've got a lot of players playing on their server. Everybody who quits Warmane pretty much ends up on Whitemane. They know that Warmane sucks, Whitemane is good, and they move on over real quickly. So like honestly, all of your friends that you think have quit playing WoW, they moved over to Whitemane. Let's be real. They're here. This server is where it's at. This server is what they've done. Like they moved over to this server instead of playing on Warmane because they realize just how shit Warmane is. Like they know Warmane's corrupt. They know the GMs are gonna stop you mid raid during a realm first race to fuck you over, so the game masters guild can win. They know that the game masters will just mute people on a whim. They know people get banned on a whim. They know that those bot bans are just fake accounts that they're all banning because of you know interactions that the GMs don't like. Oh, let me add Sarlacc to the fucking bot wave ban because I just don't like him. Oh, I got banned for botting. Haha. Well, you deserve it, buddy. He shouldn't have botted. And the real truth is the guy never even botted once in his life. He only got banned because the GM doesn't like him, and he put him on the list to get banned in the next bot wave ban. So I'm just saying, like these GMs are corrupt as fuck on Warmate. Uh, the game is just like it's fake numbers, fake population, just move on over to Whitemane, guys. This is a much better server. So, I'm gonna leave you at that. I mean, it runs smoothly, right? Like this shit is pretty much the same exact shit as Warmane. I mean, I would argue it's better because you don't got as many shitty bugs. Uh, pun intended. See bugs. There's not as many bugs. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, there's not as many shitty bugs. The game runs smoothly. The quests are all there. Like all the content is there. Like Warmate tries to convince you that they're the only server out there with good scripting and stuff, a stable server and realm. But like these other servers out here, they have really solid realms. And I mean, I'll be honest, Warmate doesn't have the most stable realm. Like you can see it on Anixia where like the realm shuts down at least like 3 to 4 times a day. Every single day, there's like 4 to 6 crashes at least, and it's not as stable as they make it out to be. We're just so accustomed and used to it that we think that's the best that is out there. When there are realms running where they don't shut down for a full week, right? Their servers stay running for a full week, and then they do a quick reset. They clean out the server, dust it off, do a quick reset, do an update with weekly patch updates and stuff to fix any bugs that get mentioned before they turn it back on and they run it for another week, right? So it's just we're just so accustomed to dog shit that we play on Warmane 24/7 and we think that's the only option. I present to you another option. I showed you how to change your realm. It's up to you to do the rest. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.